So I'm going to be taking a quick look at NECA's Ultimate Freddy from the Nightmare on Elm Street first movie. Now this is my first ever NECA figure alongside the Freddy vs. Jason, which means that this is my introduction to NECA as a company. And this is the 2024 reissue version of this guy. For accessories, he has that iconic scene where his tongue comes out the phone when Nancy's on the dial. Then he has, and I'm not going to lie, I kind of forget what this is from, but you can actually put it on this face or that face. You can't put it on this face because it kind of clips into the nose, and this face doesn't have a nose. And then he has a hand, alternate hand, when his fingers gets cut off. And it has a darker skin tone than this hand right here. And I think this one matches, him better than this hand. So if it wasn't a cut off hand, I'd probably display it, but this hand's fine for what it is, so I'm not really tweaking about it. And just to show you how it stays on really well. I'm not even holding it right now, but basically the nose is how it kind of goes on. So you can see the other side of it and how the nose is integral. And his Voldemort face doesn't really have a nose. And also his hat, his fedora is removable, which is just chef's kiss. And then he has his iconic Edward Scissorhand hand over here, and it looks amazing. It kind of has this stylized pose to it. So if you come across this figure at Target or Best Buy and you're on the fence oh, should I get this guy? I would say get him if you want a Freddy Krueger figure. And I looked at other ones they made, and I would say the third movie, Dream Warriors, would probably be next on my list that I would want from, Freddy Krueger. And if I had needed one more person that I want them to make, I would say Nancy from the first movie, just because she was the first final girl for the Nightmare on Elm Street, and I think she's well known enough to get a figure release, I would say. I don't know, I would just like more human characters from the horror movies, just for someone to have Freddy terrorize. And yeah, so stay tuned. I'll be looking at Jason soon from Freddy vs. Jason. So I do have this empty bottom shelf, and I'm gonna keep the boxes just because I like them from these NECA figures. So yeah, so starting off this kind of bottom thing, put Freddy there, and I'm not really gonna pose him up right now. I'm just gonna try to fill out the shelf until I get enough figures to do a proper shelf, kind of how I've been doing with my X-Men and Marvel figures. So have a good day. Goodbye.